Now time for the Junior Road Tax pre-final. Over a course of 13 minutes plus an additional lap, here is your starting grid. On pole position, it's going to be Belgium's Boluet with Armand Hamilton representing Hungary alongside on the front row. Timo Jungling and Archie Clark, row 2. Thomas Ingram Hill and Mika van der Pavert on row 3. Ollie Wise and Oscar Gouchot, row 4. Completing the top 10, Krik Knorren and Thomas Behrman. Row 6 is Matej Denkovic and Kasper Schormans, with Kenzo Craigie, Theo Palmer, USA's Charlie Smith, Tino Sidler from Switzerland, Archie Buttle, Boaz Maximov, Lucas Sell and Ryan Bourguignon round out the top 20. Completing the 36-strong order, it's Thijs van Wijk, Mitchell van Dijk, Sebastian Koch, Danny Shields, Olivier Jonkers, Max Cuthbert, Max Swiderski, August Reber, Dave Stevens, Matthias Jellerup, Zain El Homosani, Noah Janssen, Julian Kovacevic, Laura Bubenova, Luca Prima, and Naim Bretag. The last 6 making it through via the second chance heat this morning. And now we up the ante once again. It's going to be 13 minutes plus an additional lap of this 1,388 metre clockwise directional circuit. And the weather has been a completely different shade, not of grey, but of sunshine in many respects, because it is trying to break through the overhead cloud cover. So the drivers make their way through the chicane. Are we ready? Are we steady? The Junior Road Tax pre-final gets underway first time. Boluet leads the field heading into turn number 1. 3 abreast towards the back part of the top 20. As all someone's 2 wheels on the grass. Manages to catch it. Oh, but there's a bit of a moment for someone going over the back of somebody else going through into turn number 2. And it has caused havoc behind. Drivers trying to find a premium of traction. Mitchell van Dijk is right towards the back end of the field as we got 3 off and bouncing all over the grass and the dust, and it's caused more chaos. And one of which, well, I was just trying to find who that was, one of which was Naim Bretag. Didn't really pick out the OTK cart that was alongside that driver. But yeah, 2 incidents within half a lap, and there's still more squeezing going on. Keep the elbows in at the moment, please, people. At the front end of the field, though. However, Armand Hamilton is leading the way, not for much longer, because Timo Jungling from the UK is in the lead of the race. That was the 228. That was Ryan Bourguignon, who looks to have suffered significant damage to the kart, possibly the back end not working as it should do. Archie Clark fighting away. There's Boluet up the inside through on Armand Hamilton, who's now leading. Oh no, Hamilton clatters in to one of the KR Sport drivers. Oh, that's caused more drama. The second lap, Kenzo Craigie involved. Another kart off the circuit. Oh my goodness. That is what you call, well, I wouldn't like to repeat the wording that I was gonna use. There's Mitchell van Dijk, and there's the 219. Oh no. The 219, that's Theo Palmer, who had some brilliant results. His Nassau panel is askew to the right-hand side. And Archie Clark is now leading. 0.8 of a second ahead of Boluet. Timo Jungling in third. And then it's the 286. That's Mika van der Pavert for SP Motorsport, who's now been passed by Thomas Ingram Hill, who's in fourth. Krit Knorden 6. Kasper Schormans, Mateo Dankovic, Lucas Sells and, Oscar Gouchot and Lucas Sells round out the top 10. Ollie Wise is in 11th, ahead of Boris Maximov. Oh, it's 3 wide here. Oh, Kenzo Craigie gets squeezed. Oh, dearie me, it's not been a good one for him. Everyone trying to jockey for the same amount of tarmac, and when you get two battling side by side, I can understand it, but when space is at a premium, if you go 3 wide, they do say that 2's company, 3's a crowd. Up the inside, through on Archie Clark. That is now Timo Jungling, who takes the race lead. Boluet in 3rd, Thomas Ingram Hill and Mika van der Pavet now starting to close back in, so Ingram Hill keeping a hold of 4th place. Kasper Schormans has been closing in on them because he's just set the fastest lap of the race on the end of lap number 3, 57.036. The train at the front end of the field is starting to elongate as the lead at the moment is just under a 1/10.5. Boluet sweeps through after the start-finish line to get through on Archie Clark to take 2nd place. And, yeah, Ryan Bourguignon out. Thomas Behrman was the KR Sport driver involved in that early incident. He's out as well. Thies van Wijk, Armand Hamilton, Theo Palmer. We're down to 31 out of 36 drivers. There's 8.5 minutes to go as Boluet now fancies a chance at getting past Timo Jungling. Jungling with origins from Germany, now residing in London. Brother to Ralph Jungling, who also have been racing elsewhere. Ralph now no longer in karting. Oh, Kasper Schormans got a bit of a fright there as Boluet went across. Thomas Ingram Hill now slides up the inside of Archie Clark, and Boluet's going to make it 3 wide! 3 wide into turn 2. Ingram Hill gets pinched, ends up running wide. Archie Clark loses a place, and Kasper Schormans was there to pick up the pieces. 1 split-second manoeuvre can make all the difference, and Schormans is gunning for a race victory. Oh no, more drama, and this time it's Mateo Dankovic that comes unstuck, and he will have to wait because he's just inadvertently he's just had an incident and ended up pointing the other direction. He's going to have to let people through. Timo Jungling now has a lead over Boluet to the tune of nearly 0.6 of a second. But things are heating up, folks. A nice little overtake there. That was from, I think that was from Max Cuthbert, wasn't it? Well, it just goes to show that you can have all the luck in the world. And if that was the 234, that would have been a real good manoeuvre there. And there is Max Cuthbert. He's closing in on Boris Maximov. And behind them, they have got Ollie Wise, I believe. Yes, that is. In the 256. Now on to lap number 8 of this race. Timo Jungling's lead. Oh, Max Cuthbert right up the inside through on Boris Maximov to take 10th position. A little bit further back, there is the 227. Thomas Ingram Hill, he's dropped all the way down to 20th. He's trying to make a resurgence. Behind him he's got Germany's Sebastian Koch. Tino Sidler in the 210 ahead of Kenzo Craigie, who's been in the trenches, in the wars. Oh, that was a moment there for one of the drivers. I think that might have been Sebastian Koch coming out of turn 4, ran wide. And Tino Sidler in the 210 was up the inside very, very quickly. But now the lead battle is heating up even more intensely because Kasper Schormans is in lunge range. He was 0.235 behind Boluet last time around. Gap is 0.175. And Mateusz Dankovic just sets the fastest lap of the race. He's gunning for 5th. And he's already gotten past and dispatched Mika van der Pavert. They've got behind them Lucas Els, Krit Knorren, Oscar Gudshaw. Max Cuthbert rounds out the top 10. Maximov, Wise, Yellerup, Smith, Buttle, Stevens, Rabat, El Homosani, Swiderski and Kosh round out the top 20. And Zen El Homosani started 30th, having 31st, having qualified through the second chance heat. So Kasper Schulmans is closing in on the top 3, or the top 2. Max Cuthbert senses an opportunity might present itself. We'll have to get past Krit Knorren and Oscar Gudshaw. Gudshaw looks up the inside, squeezes through, and oh, there's a touch. Oh, and a bang from behind as Max Cuthbert had nowhere to go. Gudshaw loses out, Knorren loses out, and Cuthbert now up into what is effectively 7th position. Top 3 last time around were covered by just under half a second. 0.496 to be more precise. Timo Jungling, youngster with Dan Holland Racing, representing the United Kingdom. And another fastest lap by Mateusz Dankovic, who's now 0.26 behind Archie Clark, who's in 4th at the moment. There they are, behind the Mika van der Pavert, dueling away with Lucas Els. And we got Max Cuthbert now up into 8th. Last couple of laps, he's been running in the 56.3s. Kenzo Craigie has just been overtaken. That would be by... I'm not too sure who that was. I couldn't really see in terms of delivery, but with 2 minutes and 45 seconds plus an additional lap, there is going to be a little bit of a clean-up operation after this race, I can tell you that much. But with 2 minutes and 35 seconds on the timer to go, Jungling is leading the way, puts in a personal best. As finally, Mateusz Dankovic slingshots his way up the inside of Archie Clark to now take what is 4th position, and he's going to start hunting down the trio in front. Through the right-hand sweeper here at turn 5 they go. Just noticing, Kasper Schulmans' right-hand side pod is looking a little bit higher than it should be. There's still an opportunity for someone to take the win. Will it be Jungling? Will it be Louet? Will it be Schulmans? We'll find out in just about 2.5 minutes' time. Once this is all done, because Schulmans is closing in on Louet. A little bit further back, Max Cuthbert launches it neatly up the inside. That was a great move. That would have been on Lucas Els. So Max Cuthbert makes a tidy little manoeuvre there. So they go up into 7th position. That'll give him the inside line for their final, which will be at 2:55 p.m. Louet is losing time to Jungling, though, who's pulled away. He's coming under the wrath of Schulmans at the moment in the 2:40. Across the line they go. They'll complete lap number 13 now. And Schulmans up the inside on cue. Through on Boluet to take that 2nd position away from the Belgian. This is the light at the end of the tunnel that Timo Jungling needed to put himself into the fight for the title. There is only one ticket being given away here at the BNL Karting Series, and that is for the 2023 champion. Timer has expired, and after this we'll have one more lap to go. Last lap board is out. Jungling leads them on to the final stretch of 1,388 meters, leading by nearly 6/10. Dave Stevens now gets past Ollie Wise for 14th position. Max Cuthbert having to battle with a train behind him, which is being led by Mieke van der Pavert from the Netherlands. But our leaders now make their way through into the final few left-handers. Down to the right, one more to go, and then the chicane. But once he hit the front, he's kept it calm, cool and collected. As out of the chicane, it's going to be Timo Jungling from the United Kingdom that wins the pre-final ahead of Kasper Schommens, with Boluet running at the top three. Great climb back up the order from Mateo Denkovic to finish fourth ahead of Archie Clark. Max Cuthbert in sixth ahead of Mieke van der Pavert. Lucas Sells, Oscar Gutschow, Boaz Maximov, Krit Knoren, Matthias Jellerup, Archie Buttle, Dave Stevens and August Reber ran out the top 15. Max Sidursky, Zen El Homosani, who started 31st, rounds out the top 17 ahead of Noah Janssen, Tino Sidler and Charlie Smith from the USA. Sebastian Koch, Ollie Wise, Mitchell van Dijk, Laura Bubanova, Julian Kovacevic, Danny Shields, Luca Brima, Naim Bretag and Kenzo Craigie ran out the drivers that finished all 15 laps. Thomas Ingram Hill out on lap 10. Lap 2 for Theo Palmer, along with Armand Hamilton, Thies van Wijk and Thomas Behrman out on the opening lap, with Ryan Bourguignon not even making it past turn 2.